and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. As CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. Their run game has proven superior so far this season, but that could change this week because now they face the best defensive front in the NFL. It won't be easy for them, Charles, to let that ground game do the heavy lifting like they usually do.
I think you're right about that, and I'll guarantee they have a backup plan in place. But I also don't think they want to shy away from what they do best, which is running the football. Maybe their style changes a little bit. Maybe the blocking scheme's different, but they're definitely going to test them in the run game before they abandon it.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Fournette once more on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Here comes Peppers.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Holly over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, there's the option going left. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw. Holly. And it's complete to Martin. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. Holly. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Eagles sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Throwing on first down. Holly to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. An option handoff here to Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And some room to work. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And out now come the Eagles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Holly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Holly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, Holly. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Remaining in this first half of football. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Holly. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 3rd down, Holly. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted, They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, a pass underneath for Fournette. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Jacoby Brissett throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And that one all tied. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Operating from the gun. Holly. He finds his man. Complete. That's Price. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll decide to keep this once more. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. On second down, it's Garcia, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's the option, running right. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Up the gun, Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Holly. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holly. He finds his man. Complete. That's Price.
The first down pass. Complete to number 85. It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Holly. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. All 9 points for them coming via the field goal, and this last one puts them out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. An extra point forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Niners set to take over on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to keep this again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. From the 27, Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 48-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Holly. This is Smith with a grab. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on 1st down. Holly. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. An option handoff here to Mixon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. It's Garcia. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. He's going to use his legs here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Garcia. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. An option handoff here to Mixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 16. 65 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the